Hey folks, how's it going today? Texas Redleg here. I just wanted to throw out a video to you guys and gals. Specifically talk about, just general bang stick cleaning and lubrication and rust prevention. And just kind of show you guys what I use. There's a whole host of products out there, as most of you know, and I'm sure most of you have your own processes when it comes to this type of stuff. But I sort of just wanted to show you guys what I use. And again, there's a whole host of products out there with various costs and various shapes and colors and different this and that. So I'm not telling you what to go out and buy. I'm just sort of showing you the process that I use. And being a former member of the military, of course, we're all familiar with BreakFree. And I got this stuff right here just because it's like a gun scrubber. It just blasts out carbon and hard to reach places, and it's aerosol, and it really has some good pressure coming out of that nozzle to knock out carbon and deposits of dirt and whatever may be hidden in those crevices in that firearm to make it jam or not operate properly. So BreakFree is a really popular product out there, and it's at least when I was in the Army, that's typically what we would use as far as lubricants and cleaners would go. So anyway, this is a good cleaning agent for all kinds of firearms, just to get rid of the dirt and carbon deposits that could be within the parts themselves and could possibly cause it to malfunction. And then we have our lubricants. For my mil spec stuff, I'll use the BreakFree, the CLP right here. As far as lubricant goes, I'm gonna also use this hoppy stuff. It's just a little bit more of a direct applicator for certain areas of the firearm that you may want to have a little extra lubrication for. But CLP is a generally good lubricant, and works really well. Again, for my time in the military, that's what we use. And I also use this rim oil. This is sort of what I'll use in a lot of my hunting rifles and things like that don't get a whole lot of use, and certainly don't get as hot as some of these bang sticks might, this mil-spec stuff. So anyway, I've used it all, interchangeably as well, but for the hunting applications, I'll typically use the rim oil here, and it does really well. And then that takes care of the lubricants that I typically use. Now there's ballistol, there's all kinds of stuff out there. This green stuff you can use, and that's if you're on the range all the time and you're really heating things up, you may need to go get some of that high friction stuff. But for me and what I do, this works just fine. Works just fine for me. And this is rust preventative. Sometimes I'll just go ahead and coat that particular area, or that particular those parts that are exposed to or apt to get corrosion on this some of this birchwood barricade, which is just a rust preventative and out of a coating, so to speak, that will help prevent corrosion on certain parts. Now this stuff is always good for like rusty locks or hinges. A lot of this stuff will be good, and it's kind of like WD-40 in a lot of ways, these three items here. So if you have a rusty hinge or a lock that won't unlock, sometimes you can hit it with some of this stuff and it'll be just fine. So it's not just for bang sticks, but any other type of metal that moves that can get rusty or bind up from moisture and things like that, or non-use. So anyway, these are the products that I typically run with, just so you guys can see what I do. And then of course, like I said, there's a whole host of products out there. I'm not telling you one's better than the other. A lot of the stuff that I use, again, comes from just habit, and it works well for me, so I don't really change much. So it doesn't have to be it's not rocket science. Use what you know and use what's good for your particular allotment of items. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, and hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. Hope you have a great week. Keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.